So in this video, we'll look at how to set up the composer component. So we are going to install composer component on the vCenter server itself. So the vCenter server will also have a component called as an Horizon Composer. So let's log into the vCenter server. So log into the vCenter server. Just go to the folder. You can see composer 7.1.0. Launch this one. So click on next, accept it. So here we have to specify the database details. So click on ODBC DSN setup, go to the system DSN, add SQL Server, name, give it composer server alvhn srv03.alvhn.net, the database server name. So you can specify the SQL Server identity. I'm giving SA. Change the database. So here we can see VH Composer. Select the Composer database. And rest all say finish. Test the database. So we should get tests completed successfully. Say OK. OK. So the name of the ODBC connection is a composer. So let's go and give the composer name of the ODBC name in the user account, the database user account and password. Connect to that. Let me. That click on next. So here we can see FIPS, enable a FIPS compliant and the port number. Next and say install. So if we finish the installation of the view composer, click finish and reboot this machine. So log on to vCenter server, launch the composer installation and select FIPS enable during the deployment. Configure ODBC and specify the ODBC details and reboot the server. The next step which we need to do, add composer details as a server to connection server. That is nothing but a horizon environment. The environment. So let the server get reboot. We'll wait for 5 minutes so that all the services of the vSphere and composers get started. Right. So now let's log on to connection server. Log into connection server. So now we need to add the vCenter and composer server. So go to the view configuration, servers. We can see vCenter servers. Click on add server address, vCenter server name, alvhn vcenter.alvhn.net, alvhn/administrator, the user account for which we give permissions. So these are your vCenter server details. Click on next. It will ask you for certificate. So it will ask you the certificate, view certificate. Click on accept. Now view composer settings. View composer is co-installed with the vCenter server. As we installed the composer on the vCenter server itself, so we are selecting the view composer co-installed with the vCenter server. Click on next. View certificate. Accept it. So view composer domains. Add your ID domain name and credentials so that the view composer can create computer accounts. Okay. Click next. So it should be able to show you the ESXi servers which are available. Click on next. Click on finish. Now we can see the connection vCenter servers, and so go to the dashboard. So we can see the connection servers, and we are seeing vCenter server red color because of the certificate warning. Okay, and over the period of time it becomes red. Okay. Now we can see composer server which is available. Right. So with this we finished setting up the Composer server and Horizon environment. So launch the administrative portal, then go to the view configuration and server. So basically add vCenter server and co-installed with this one. So this is how we have to set up the Composer connection servers, replica server, and integrate the vCenter server with the connection server and integrate the Composer server with the connection server.